Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day, and I feel like this might be old news, although it's new to me, and I feel like this topic is never ending, and we're always facing issues surrounding it. So basically, Zoe Saldana played Nina Simone in a film called Nina in 2016. She apologized and all that, and I'm not gonna get much into Hollywood and the issues surrounding that, but I am going to talk about Black culture. So to sum it up, Zoe, a light-skinned person of color, played Nina Simone, a civil rights activist and musician who is a chocolate-toned Black woman. Okay, let me brief you on Zoe's upbringing just a little bit. Okay, so this is just what's really to the public, which is enough for me to prove my case in actuality. So her mother is Puerto Rican and escaped to New York from the Dominican Republic because of basically just very serious, issues involving the dictator, like ship at the time. And FYI, just something that, my nor any of my Black peers, grandparents, truly experienced. Okay, my grandparents were, picking cotton, tobacco. They were farming, and they were still being mistreated for like their skin color, growing up. So, all right, her father though, Zoe Saldana's father, is Dominican, although he died when she was 9. We're not going to speak much on stereotypes or the absence of her father in the flesh, although in order from most to least often that I experienced and, my Black peers in the relationship with their father, it goes like this. So their father's alive, 1. 2, their father was in their life some sort of way, good or bad, or was, if they, passed away, depending on age. 3 is in jail, 4 is deceased, okay? So she was also raised bilingual and lived in the Dominican Republic for like 7 years after her dad's death, which, for, like I said, stuff, most have not done, okay? And I understand every Black experience is different. I'm not saying that, but let me continue. So if, she's Puerto Rican, Dominican, why are we going to the lengths to not only cast her, but put her on darker makeup, okay, to play this role? She doesn't fit the description or even really have the capability to understand that role, okay? Not taking away from her ability to act. I'm just saying that, if you can appeal to a whole other culture due to language experience or that's how you were raised, you're not really Black, okay? Give or take a few scenarios, all right? But just because you're American and melanated does not mean you're Black, all right? You may still be lumped in the group of Black or people of color, which really what it is when people say Black now. You may be lumped into that, but you may not be culturally Black, all right? You're just melanated. So you're not culturally Black is the whole point, all right? You guys have to think about intersectionality and how, experiences shape a person's perspective or even just identity in this scenario, in this case, all right? So Black people are most of the time unable to tell you where exactly their ancestors are from besides Africa, all right? Unless you got a DNA test or are lucky, all right? So not saying that, or even, I'll get into that later. just wait. So not saying like we should keep it that way, that we, that's just something, black people don't know where they're from, let's keep it that way, that's just the truth. No, that's just what it is now. Like, we need to change that. We need to know specifically, what part of West Africa, what tribe, our families are from, and so we can, make sense of everything. All right. So also, black people, we also have a lot that have like little drops of indigenous blood, Caribbean blood, or even, white, because of America. All right. Although, their parents don't speak it, they don't act it, they don't know it unless really like married into it. For example, in the white scenario, okay, their mom, or you can reverse it however you want to. This is a sensitive topic, but their mom was raped by a white man, or unable to be together due to skin tone, meaning like the white side would have been extremely neglected, all right, despite skin tone, all right. But, basically, our people know what we know from a different range of labor jobs. So the Atlantic slave trade affected many areas, although climate, environment, rulers, the masters, that affected the treatment and the experience of the slaves. So it really changes, like I said, but like I said, our people know what we know from a different range of labor jobs, different, like low pay, like civil rights, different types of violence, not being able to read or go to school due to having, to work, basically getting it out of sheer finesse and, artfulness. All right. So Zoe, she's not even like from the South, right? Like, Nina's from North Carolina, right? Her father was a barber and a dry cleaner and an entertainer. Like, her mother was a Methodist preacher, okay? And for Zoe, like, we're people of color, like, you shouldn't go back and forth on when you want to be black, all right? Even though you're not, okay? Like, Cardi B, Zoe Saldana, Newton, like, you get no pass in my eyes. Like, did your black mom teach you how to speak Spanish after taking it in college or something? Like, did you learn it in school? For real? Like, and also, like, having parents that's foreign or, like, not American, and they just fail to teach you the culture or the language, like, that's different. You're still technically not black. Like, I bet, like, you can understand, what they're saying. Like, you literally your parents make Nigerian food, like, every day. Like, you may not be able to speak the language, but friend, like, we may be long lost cousins or whatever, but we're not there, So, and also, if you're like half Haitian and black, and or like half Mexican and black, indigenous black, Jamaican black, Asian black, then you're most likely gonna call yourselves black unless you're getting really specific, with somebody. But to somebody, you probably I'm black, or you might have a word for it. You might say, I'm Blasian, or I'm mixed. And I feel like when you're mixed, that's really, depending on the scenario, you shouldn't really be like, just be like, oh, I'm black. You can easily say I'm mixed. I feel like if you say you're black and you're mixed, I feel like that's like a specific reasoning behind saying that you're black, okay? I feel like you're also, if you're, another minority and black, you're gonna call yourself black unless, like I said, you not really want to get too specific, or you have like a really strong connection with that culture still. Okay? Like I said, not white, because you can easily say mixed. That's maybe just me being like picky, although I feel like as a mixed person in America especially, like you should already have a consciousness to like chill, and let's go back to actors. Zendaya's dad is actually black, okay? And she was apparently, telling her manager to like put her in white roles, so different black women who better fit the role, okay, could have, a chance. Like I said, you should have a consciousness to like chill. So basically, they just need to keep the colorism and confusion in their own ethnicity, so we can get rid of it step by step in our own, right? And so y'all can get rid of it step by step in y'all's own, all right? We shouldn't be asking why a Latin American woman, is playing a black woman. Like, I'd feel better asking, like, why was Catalina, why was Colombiana not played by, a melanated Colombian or Latin actress? So, yeah. And also, just because, like, I call Jesus black, like, I'm aware that he was not culturally black, I'm aware of that. Although that's another topic, all right?